5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is Deducter bringing you set 6 of STX versus SKT1. This is a must-win game for SKT1. We have STX bringing out one of its best players, Calm, as the purple Zerg at the 12 o'clock position. And we have a relatively new Protoss player by the name of By.sun coming out for SKT1. I'm a little surprised SKT1 never fielded Best during this series. I mean, Best is not particularly good against Zerg, but surely even fielding him would be better than this relative unknown here. In fact, By.sun's a rather poor player. He's only got 38% win rate overall, although he has 41% win rate against Zerg. Nevertheless, he's going to have to play some excellent StarCraft to beat Calm here. Perhaps he's spent all his time on this map practicing some sort of sniping strategy. You know, that could be one reason why he is sent out specifically, because if he loses this, there's no ace match, and the series will simply be over. If, of course, By.sun manages to win this game, then it will go to the ace match, where surely SKT1 will send out probably Bisu or Fantasy to deal with whoever STX decides to send out, possibly Calm or Cal again. Looks like this is Neo Aztec by way 3-player map, so does not look like By.sun managed to scout Calm. He scouted wrong, but now he's going to know where Calm is. Put down his forge. One consequence of not scouting the Zerg first is, of course, you can't be sure what he's going for, and hence you absolutely have to put down the cannon just to be sure. And Calm spotting the position of By.sun here, moving his overlord just a bit out of sight, just to be a little bit trickier. Looks like Calm went for the 9 pool. He's also going to put down his expansion now. By.sun's going to see this. He's going to be forced to put down 2 cannons to deal with these Zerglings coming his way. He's putting down Nexus now. He just sees the spawning pool, but he should be fine as long as he put down 2 cannons to defend. Looks like Calm is probably morphing Lings from his eggs at the hatchery there, sending one to deal with this scouting probe and one more to go to the front. He's not really committing to too many Lings here, so only 1 cannon, it looks like, is going to be necessary for By.sun here. So, remains to be seen what By.sun's going to decide to do in this game, in terms of what his strategy might be. Looks like Calm is going to put down his second expansion, his 3rd hatchery here at the 7 o'clock position. So he's going to try to take that and the main there to go up to the usual Zerg 4 bases. Bit of a long distance actually between, I mean, more than usual compared to the 4-player maps. So that might give By.sun a bit of an opportunity to launch some sort of attack and try to break through one of these bases before Calm can send reinforcements over to try to deal with any sort of Zealot attack. So that is one potential opening By.sun could seize. Layer going up now for Calm. Otherwise, I'm not quite sure what By.sun has practiced here. I mean, these days it usually is if the Protoss can manage some sort of effective attack at the Zerg, either the natural or the 3rd hatchery, which would be the natural for another spawn location, then the Protoss usually does fine. If they cannot affect any sort of major damage, usually the Protoss is in perilous position. So a lot's going to ride on this attack coming out soon. Stargate now going down for By.sun. He's seen a few Zerglings come out now with his probe, so he's going to have to be a bit careful at his front. Spire now going down for Cal. Probably just to get some Scourge to deal with any Corsairs that are floating about. Cybernetics course spinning, that's probably Air 1 upgrade coming for for By.sun here. He's getting his Citadel. So, looks like everything is on course for the usual speed lot attack. Com moving some of his Zerglings out just to take a look at By.sun's natural here, just to see what sort of defenses might be in position. He's not going for any sort of early break. It looks like putting down another hatchery at his natural. Starting to mine a bit from his 5 o'clock expansion. Com just moving his Zerglings back and forward a little bit. He's got speed upgrade on those Lings, so they're quite potent. Looks like By.sun has his forced Corsair. He's probably looking around for an Overlord to kill, but he's actually going for the Scout first. I like this move much better than trying to kill that first Overlord. Seeing what your Zerg opponent is doing is always good information to have. He's going to see the Spire, completion time, and then he surely wants to bring his Overlord down, his Corsair down to take a look at what is going on in the expansion for Com, using one of the Corsairs to pick away at an Overlord. I don't think it's going to be able to kill the Overlord before Scourge come out. It might be close. Very close. Looks like he's going to get the Overlord, actually, right when the Scourge comes. Ooh, no, not quite, not quite. Oh, bad micro there coming from this new guy By.sun. He just sat there and let the Scourge kill him. He didn't even finish off the Overlord or anything. That's poor play there. Nothing else to be said about that, just a mistake. Looks like Com is going to see with his Scourge, is going to scout a bit in By.sun's base here. Take a look at what's going on. He's put down his 4th expansion, morphing defenses now at his both his bases now. Dark Templar strategy actually coming here from By.sun, interestingly enough. He's gonna, but Com sees this, surely. He's gonna see the distortions in the air with his Zerglings. He's not gonna be bothered by this Dark Templar. He'll have Overlords in position with Sunkens at the front. Doesn't look like By.sun's in a good position at all this game. Hydralistan now going up for Com at his 5 o'clock expansion. 2 DTs coming out for By.sun, but I don't see these DTs doing any sort of damage. Maybe if he distracted Com somewhere else and then snuck the DTs by, it might have worked, but no chance like this. It looks like a Spore Colony, interestingly enough, morphing for Com. Bit concerned about Corsairs. Lots of DTs coming out for By.sun here. And he's also moving his Corsairs out. It's not going to matter, even if he kills these Overlords. Com's not going to be bothered. He's got the Spore Colony at the front. There's no chance of these DTs breaking through. DTs looks like they're going to move to natural, but surely Com has an Overlord there. As either a Spore or plenty of Overlords, and he's going to start morphing Hydras there, so nothing's going to happen on that front. And I feel, the Protoss getting these DTs like this early seems like almost kind of a waste of resources, because rarely are the DT ever put to any sort of good use. At least in trying to actually directly assault a Zerg's base without drop. Just going through the front is pretty much a failing strategy. It doesn't even really put any pressure on the Zerg. Zerg's going to have some defenses in place anyway, just to deal with speed lots. So, it doesn't even force the Zerg to get anything really special. The 2 Spore Colonies even are good at fending off Corsairs, so Com's in a great position now. He's going to be able to fully capitalize on his 4 hatchery, 4 gas economy soon enough. By.sun is putting down his 3rd expansion now. If he can hold it, he'll be okay. If he cannot, which I don't think he will be able to do, provided Com builds up the army and attacks. Looks like 4 speed lots here coming for By.sun. Gonna get ordered away by 3 Sunkens there. He's got a Shuttle now with DTs. Now this may potentially do some damage if he had done this like 2 minutes ago. But now there is a Sunken at the main here for Com. Maybe if he kills the Overlord with his Corsairs, he might be able to do something. Looks like he's sending these DTs anyway, though. There's only 4 Hydras and a Sunken. These DTs might actually be able to kill the defenses here for Com, and Com not actually having enough units but now lots of Hydras coming, but the Overlord has gone down. Some more Overlords are coming, but they're getting killed by the Corsair. A pretty good place thus far By.sun, but critically, all his DTs go down just as the last Overlord gets killed by the Corsairs. So if luck had been a bit more on his side, he would have been fine. I would attribute something that close to luck there. Ooh, and looks like Scourge catching that Shadow. Now that one's not luck. That was just kind of silly By.sun leaving his Shadow unescorted by Corsairs there. Queen's nest going down, so looks like Com's going to attack the Hive. If By.sun had managed to kill those Overlords and have 2 DTs left in Com's main, it could have done some serious damage. Kill a few drones, maybe even pick off a tech building or 2. Well, just a small tool, I guess. But still, it would have caused more havoc there. Now By.sun's sort of in a dire position. Com's economy is going to ramp up very soon. He hasn't proven to me that he has exceptional control of his units. Looks like By.sun's going to go for an attack at Com's at his Com's 3rd base here. Com should be fine with his defenses in place. He's got Sunken's Hydras. No problem here. Com moving out part of his Hydra army to the middle of the map. Looks like By.sun, interesting enough, might be responding to this by getting 2 expansions. Com trying to push out with his Hydras. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good idea right now against these spillouts. Looks like Com's going to try to unite both his Hydras forces, and bring his armies together is going to give him enough firepower to deal with anything By.sun can draw at him. For now, By.sun retreating his Zealots, but getting quite a few of them picked off there by the Hydras. By.sun now out with another Shadow again. I don't know what he has loaded up, whether High Templar or Dark Templar. There, it looks like By.sun is going to go for the Com's 4 o'clock base, or the main of that spawn point. He's got a few Dark Templar in there. However, Com doesn't have much in the way of defenses. By.sun is sort of distracting Com at the front there. With his Zealots. The Zealots are not going to be able to do much against these Hydra, but the storms, tons of storms going off on the Hydras, causing massive confusion, and Com is being distracted now. He's trying to attack in the front, but he's leaving the main of the lower right spawn point completely unattended, and now those DTs have killed everything there, all the units there. Looks like Com, though, is deciding to use this opportunity to counterattack. I don't think By.sun's going to be able to save his expansion. Com essentially trading bases here. And By.sun's going to lose this expansion he put down at the 10 o'clock position. Com's going to be able to at least hold the natural position of that area, so he's not going to be in too dire straits. Still, Com did not want to lose that hatchery, though. 4 TTs are still there, and they can probably be loaded up into Shadow again to pose a further threat. I'm not sure whether Com should push ahead into the natural here of By.sun's. I don't think he has enough to break. That would be a bit of a mistake on his part. I mean, the Templar are there. They're going to have enough energy for some storms soon. More cannons are going down. The one advantage By.sun has managed to really accrue now is nice, powerful force of Corsairs. He's probably got at least 7 or 8 Corsairs in that group, probably more. They're killing Overlords pretty fast now. By.sun trying to push out a bit with his Zealot, just trying to pick at some of these lurkers here. Decent storm going off, weakening a lot of the Hydras. Com managing to pick off the gateway, blockading the front. By.sun still with a probe at the 11 o'clock position. 11:30 o'clock, I guess. Maybe he's going to try to sneak a Nexus in there. I'm not sure that'd be a good idea. I mean, surely Cal would be able to spot that soon. I mean, that is like a gutsy position to try to put down a hidden expansion right next to Cal's main. Or maybe that would be the best position to put down a hidden expansion, somewhere Cal would never suspect. These Corsairs are now being pretty deadly for By.sun, killing all those Scourges without much of a problem. So Cal needs to deal with these Corsairs. You cannot just allow the Corsairs to mass up